Hello everyone, I'm Robert from GTEN America. Today I'll show you how to use DMZ on our GTEN Model 5, 6, and 7. This is the closest you will get to port forwarding one device to have access outside of your local network. What you'll first need to do is reserve the IP address to make sure it stays constant of the device you want to share. To do so, you'll click on LAN. Once you click on LAN, you will then click on DHCP server. Here, you'll want to reserve the device, so that means it will always stay with the same IP address on your local area network. I've gone ahead and done so here, but I'm going to delete it for demonstration purposes. So now I'm going to go ahead and add a device that I always want to have the same static IP. So I'm going to drop my list down of my connected devices, and I have my Canon printer, which I want to share to the World Wide Web. I'll go ahead and do that. I've clicked on the MAC address. It automatically populated the IP address and the host name of the device. I now press the add button, scroll down to make sure it shows here, and hit apply. This is also called reserving an IP address. Now that the IP address is reserved, I now want to go ahead and share that device as the primary device where people will see when you hit the IP address number. So let me show you what I mean. Right now, this is my local IP address. If I refresh, it'll take me right back to the main modem screen. What I want to see is the printer screen instead, which my local printer is at 198.168.2.212. So this is what I want to see when I enter in my static IP address. Right now, I see this. So in order to achieve that, I will now go back to my modem's main page by clicking the logo, and then click on WAN, W-A-N. Once I am here, I will go to DMZ, and DMZ allows one station to be exposed. I'll drop it down, and I want to see the Canon. So I'll choose the Canon option and hit apply. Now, if I go to my external IP address or my public IP address, instead of seeing the modem's homepage, I should see the Canon. Now I can log into the Canon and make any changes that I want to make remotely. With this setup, this is the only device I can access from the World Wide Web. However, in an additional option, if I want to open up the web GUI back so I can have control of the GUI and this device, I can do so by going to the firewall option. In firewall, I will enable the firewall, and then I will also enable web access from the WAN. Here, you enter a port number. I have chosen 8080 as the port number. I also would like to have SSH access. And if I want to have some FTP access, I can do that as well. Once I have chosen whatever I want here, I'll go ahead and hit apply. And now my firewall rules are set to allow me to go to port 8080 if I wanted to. So here is my IP address. I'm going to enter it in separately, and that takes me right to the device that I wanted to share. But I want to get to the web GUI, So I'll add a colon plus 8080 and hit enter. And now I can get back to the web GUI. So I have access to the web GUI as well as the modem's forwarding port for the Canon printer. And I did open up SSH access, so if I want to use my SSH client, I can take the IP address here, and my SSH port, I made it 10022, and I can hit open, and I have SSH access as well. All right. And that's how you use DMZ. And if you also want to enable the GUI past the DMZ's dedicated item, you can do so by adding the port number to it. Again, you would go to Firewall and enable the web server. My name is Robert. This has been a presentation on the port forwarding DMZ for the Model 567. A reminder, the GTEN Model 567 only allow one device to be shared to the internet, and that's only through DMZ. DMZ, again, can be found under WAN, DMZ, and then drop this menu down and choose the station that you want to expose. Thank you very much. If you have any other questions, just let us know. GTEN America.